Welcome everyone to another video. So in the last video we raced the GTR R34 around the Nordschleife. So then that got me wondering how would this perform against the new GTR NISMO. So here we are. Obviously the new NISMO is gonna win, but then I wanna see how much a nearly 30-year-old car can hold up against a comparatively new one. So here's how the test is gonna be. I'm gonna drive one exploratory lap just to get used to the car, and then one hot lap, and then let's see which has a better time. And then through like some corners like Flugplatz and Arenberg, we'll compare the apex speeds and the exit speeds. Getting a nice exit. Now we have the gears up, so we can actually see our speed with above 180 because the speedometer doesn't show anything above 180. So that is essential. Now for this corner we're gonna brake just at the board, a bit wide, but that's okay. Now braking just before the graffiti on the ground. One more downshift for the next corner, open this up so we can take it flat. Again brake and one downshift, take the curb so we get a good entry into this corner. Bit of counter steering, braking before the white graffiti. Nice. Now up to Flugplatz, as I've said before, this car doesn't jump in Flugplatz, so we can brake quietly, hitting nearly 200 kilometers per hour. 170 through there, which is really good speed. Now we're gonna be seeing probably the highest speeds of the entire track around here because of this downhill section. 230, around 236 was the highest I saw. Now braking just as the tarmac changes. 2 downshifts into Arenberg. Keep it nice and close to the curb. Take a bit of exit curve, Nice. Now down to Foxhole. The lights are on, even then it's quite dark because of all the trees around here. Now we want to open up this corner so we can brake as late as possible. Nice. Open this up so we can get a good exit into the small straight we have. Up to third gear, 8000 RPM. Now up to fourth gear, hitting nearly 190 kilometers per hour. Going as close as to the curbs as we dare, braking just as the bigger graffiti ends. Taking nice and late apex for this chicane here. Now we're gonna brake at the 8th board, aiming for the mark on the road. Again taking the exit curb, very nice lap till now. Braking again onto the chicane, up onto miss. We're gonna brake as the left curb ends. Miss, hit, miss. Nicely done. Now into the slowest corner of the entire track. That was quite terrible, but I think we're still gonna get a pretty representative time on our timing screens, so that's fine. Braking on this downhill section where gravity is working against us, so we have to brake earlier than we would. Now we are heading to the Nikilada curve. This is flat out as always. Gonna brake just before the board. 2 downshifts. It's one of the most important corners in the track because this exit will determine your speed throughout this uphill section, and there's no braking zone, so the exit through there is very important. We're already nearing 180. Next corner, easy flat out in almost all cars, except for the most powerful cars with very less aerodynamics. nearly 200 kilometers per hour up to fifth gear, sorry. And we're gonna approach Mutkava. We're not gaining any speed. In fact, we're losing speed, so let's downshift, brake. Nicely done, using all the track we can. Now this next corner is gonna be a little bit of a lift. Yep. Avoiding the grass so we don't spin out. We're gonna brake just when the curb starts. 2 downshifts. Very nice. Now for the carousel, we're gonna brake before the kink on the curb, right there. Aiming for around 195 in the exit. Yeah, I mean sorry, 95 in the exit, not 195. We pretty much hit that. Now the next corner is flat, but it will be a bit sketchy. Yeah, going all the way to the AstroTurf, braking just when the curb starts, opening this up so we can take the next corner flat. Could have gone closer to the apex, but that's okay. Taking quite a bit of grass there. Again, opening this up. Full brake onto the, missing the first curb, taking the second curb for a good exit, all the way into the exit curb, braking just before the curb on the right, on the left side ends. Again, all the way to the exit curb, braking before the board on the right hand side. Double apex. Nice, all the way onto the exit curb again. To the YouTube corner, a very tricky corner. Very nice. Now we are at the final stretch of the track before the Dottinger straight. We are coming up to Flower Garden. The entry of this will be a bit sketchy, but it should be flat. Yep. We're gonna brake just before the jump. Hitting the second apex. A little bit of a lift. We can't keep it flat through there, but this should be flat. Yes, so should be the next corner. No, a bit of a tiny lift. Very nicely done. 200 kilometers through here per hour to here. This should be very scary in real life. Home stretch. Just keep it together. The only real corner after this is the compression and the part after it. So we just have to make sure we brake at the right spot after the Dottinger straight. Oof, bit of a sketchy moment there. Slowing the car down so we can hit the apex, get the best exit speed onto the straight. This is a bit of a downhill, so we might even see our top speeds here, or maybe it was in the flue path section. Let's find out. Up into fifth gear. It's a 2 mile long straight, so we have quite a way to go. I think we might be seeing higher speeds on the flue path section over here. Already nearing our top speed, which is 236, I think. This is a small uphill section. There's gonna be another downhill. Let's see. I think we will beat it though. 4, 26, 27, 28. Yep. Very nicely done. And that was a then that was an 827. I think we'll be able to easily beat this on the GTR, but then GTR NISMO I should say, but let's see by how much we'll be able to beat it. I have just driven this car around the track for the exploratory lap, and I already know the R34 is going to get completely annihilated because the top speed is so much higher and this car is way more lively compared to R34. Compared to this, the R34 just feels unresponsive. So now we get a good exit through the last corner. But the first corner we'll have to brake quite early, somewhere around here. Nice. Now let's set up for the next corner. Open up, brake at the board. Could have braked a bit earlier, but it's okay. Now we're gonna brake quite a bit before the graffiti starts. Brake again. For the next corner, take a bit of grass. Open this up as much as possible. Take it flat. Brake again. Short shifting to avoid wheel spin. Again, braking just before the white graffiti starts. Opening this up so we get a good exit into the run through flue plots. Now for flue plots, we're gonna have to brake a bit early compared to the R34 because this will take off, so we'll have to brake before the jump around here. Taking quite a bit of grass. We already beat the apex speed of the R34. I think it was around 170ish something. This was around 180. So yeah, this car is just way faster. Now we're gonna brake before the tarmac change. Around there, 2 downshifts to 3rd gear. Nice. Very nice. Now open up to foxhole. For foxhole, we're gonna have to brake a lot earlier than the R34 because the top speed of this car is just way higher. Around here, yeah. Now open this corner up as the next part is a short straight. We want to get the best exit. Wasn't the best, but it was decent. Got quite a bit of understeer, which was caused by me giving too much throttle, but okay, that's fine. Again, braking quite a bit earlier than the R34. This is gonna be a trend throughout the lap. We will be having much higher top speed and better apex speed. We properly compare that at the end of the lap. But even if the braking distance is quite a bit longer, we do have much higher top speed in this car. And the handling is quite a bit better. The car is way more lively. And I can it turns, The R34 no disrespect, but compared to this it feels like a lorry, so yeah. Missing the second apex. We made a mistake on the R34 on this corner, so I think that should make up for it. For the next corner, again, braking very early. Also because this gravity is against us, it's a downhill corner. Now up into the uphill corner, 1 downshift, hitting the apex. Now Niki Lauda corner, you might think it's not flat, but it is because of the massive wing in the back of us. Taking 220 I think through there. Braking quite a bit before the board. Avoiding the grass on the exit. Very nice exit actually. Already nearing 200 kilometers per hour. I don't want to be looking at the speedometer and losing the lap. So as I said again, let's compare the top speeds and the apex speeds and the exit speeds at the end of the lap for a few major corners. Nearly touching the grass and losing it, but somehow we held it. 150 through here. Can we take this flat? Yes, we can. Braking very, very early compared to the R34 for Mutkava. Now for this next corner, we're gonna have to brake a bit. Very nice. Again, I think we're gonna brake quite a bit before the starting of the curb. Weird late apex thing I did. I don't know why I did it, but sure. I don't think we lost too much speed, so that's okay. Now again, braking before the kink. That was quite late. I thought I was gonna fall out of the carousel, but luckily we were fine. A bit of counter steering in the exit of the carousel. Now this next corner is flat out in the R34, but it's not on this car. Taking it to the AstroTurf, braking quite a bit before the curb. 1 more downshift for the extra torque. Missing the second apex. Braking just before we go downhill. Hugging the inside curb all the way to the grass. Ooh. Take the curb. take this curb also, straighten the car out, brake before the end of the curb, make it to the apex, brake quite a bit before the board. Double apexes, go wide, second apex, one downshift, hit the apex, go wide, not that wide, but that's fine. YouTube corner, going so wide. This is why I need a wheel, so I can like actually feel what's going on mouse and keyboard. That's a huge pain. What to do now? Braking quite a bit early compared to the R34. We brake just at the jump in the R34. In this, we are braking quite a bit before the jump. I need to concentrate. Nice. Again, braking very early, hitting the apex nicely. Again, going wide, completely missing the apex, but I still think we'll completely destroy the R34's time. Which was, I think, an 8:27. Nice. Now we had a good exit to the Dortinger straight. Bit of brake. Very nice. Already up to 200 kilometers per hour. We pretty much destroyed the top speed already. We hit the top speed of the R34 towards the end of the straight, but we're already there. We're like 40-50 kilometers per hour above it now. We only have 6th gear in this though. We don't have any higher. In the exploratory lap I reached around 305 kilometers per hour, so I think that's what it hit now also. Now let me not look at the speedometer and concentrate on the road. Very nicely done. Now that was a 734, nearly a minute faster. So now let's look at the apex speeds and the top speeds of both cars and see how the old one stands up to the new one.